Dear participants of online conference, I would like to say about current situation on worker safety, insurance during emergency situation, and quarantine. For today, there are 1,103 registered coronavirus cases and infection here and in city. And for reference, in infections, provisional and quarantine hospitals, there are 70, including 59 children, 455 people were discharged in connection with recovery, and another 3,640 people are in home quarantine. And unfortunately, 3 deaths have been reported. 1,057 people due to the expiration of the incubation period were removed from monitoring. In total, 97 objects we closed for quarantine, from which 67 objects have been removed. 30 objects remain in quarantine. I want, in face the World Health Organization praised efforts that Kazakhstan took in the fight against coronavirus, namely enhanced surveillance, intensive testing, including medical workers, digital data collections, timely prevention, and enhanced tracking contacts, the correct treatment of patients, and research. In Nursultan, all city hospital works in round the clock mode. There are observational sites for patients with symptoms of acute respiratory infections, and where laboratory diagnostic tests are also carried out for coronavirus infection revealing. At the same time, each employee working in one way or another with high risk of virus infection was provided with all means of personal protection, from equipment to separate accommodation. More than 600 doctors in the capital live in some hotels in Hilton, Duman, Diplomat, and another hotels. Not to return home after the shift and not to risk the health of relatives. Over 200 city buses daily are hired as shuttles for doctors. According to President's order, 2,000 health workers in 3 groups risk have been received bonuses totally worth about 900 million tenge. In hospitals, places for patients with pneumonia and SARS symptoms have been organized. Everyone before the planned hospitalization is tested for the presence of CDI. Regarding the works of the local government and its organization, 70% of employees have been transferred to a remote work and provided with disinfections mean. The passage system was being strengthened. Additionally, the delivery of employees has been organized. All the same time, we conduct regular tests of employees for the virus. Reception of citizens was fully transferred to online mode, as well as all meetings. There has been implemented electronic acceptance of paper, thereby minimizing paper workflow. All public services are in the online format without human-to-human contacts. Now, I want to dwell briefly on the main social support measures provided to the population during the state of emergency in the capital. First, social payment 42,500 tenge in case of income loss. The second one, assuring grocery baskets for socially vulnerable categories of citizens. The third, compensation for socially vulnerable groups of population for utility bills in the amount of 1,500 tenge in 2 months. Therefore, we do not need to go anywhere, no documents. We need to submit all in electronic format, if not computer form. Both sites are accessible from a mobile phone. In the capital, more than 164,000 people are registered, belonging to the category of socially vulnerable segments of the population. Payments for utilities will be made by transfers of funds to personal accountants of Astana. Fourth, food security is under control. There are no problems with supplies. Employment roadmap programs implementation will create jobs. The main task is to create new jobs and employment of unemployed citizens. For this purpose, allocated 61 billion tenge, about 170 infrastructure projects. All contexts require the use of at least 90% of Kazakhstan materials content. In addition, a mobile recruitment point will be created for conducting outreach work, medical examination, collection and transportation of workers to places of work. We provide micro loans on provincial terms for business. Maximum micro loans about increases from 8 up to 20 million tenge for a period of 5 to 7 years.
Dear Mayor, please 30 seconds if you can conclude.
In conclude, in addition, I grant a provide for the implementation of new business idea, and this year it is planned to reach 41 people. Since the beginning of the year, government's grant allocated committee approved implementation of 59 new business ideas and 37 grants were issued. All these measures will create new jobs and solve the problem of employment of citizens. In general, within state employment measures, planning research 22,000 people.